How's it going, guys, and welcome to the channel. Today on Cow Games we're going to be jumping back into Oblivion Remastered. However, this time we are not alone. Today I've got a good friend of mine, Tom, who's going to be joining us. He's a big Elder Scrolls fan. It's going to be really interesting to see what he thinks of the game. And if you haven't seen the last video, there'll be a link to that right here. Or maybe here. So, without further ado, let's jump back into the game. Last time we were here, I was told to spy on someone and a guard turned up, basically telling us just to keep an eye on him in case he does anything out of the ordinary. So I think last time I played this, I think this one's a bit bugged, isn't it? And I'm not sure if you can actually follow this guy.
I think there's just a lot of waiting involved in this mission.
Yeah, totally.
I think you can, if you want, you can break in and explore.
I think
the lockpicks.
I think we might just wait and speak to this guy, because I feel like nothing's gonna be going on. We could try lockpicking it again.
I don't want to spoil, but I think he's just crazy. I think there's nothing going on.
No,
leave that up to your judgment.
I'll be honest, that's exactly what I think, because last time I spent bloody ages following people and nothing came of it. They were just like, oh, that weirdo wood elf has been following us again. Okay, there's no way I'm going to be able to break it. There's no way I'm going to be able to break in here without people seeing me, so unless I wait till the night.
Can we have a little look at your character? Whoa, the bell! Saved by the bell. It's about to mug off your character, but you were saved by the bell.
What's this fucking...
Do something, you're walking around.
I am Ambrose Can, grape grower for Cirilli Brothers. I'm also an...
I was just waiting for this bastard to leave. So I think we just go and speak to the wood elf.
Yeah, speak to the crazy guy. Let's see what his business is.
Yeah, let's see what's going on.
And then I think we need to find that guard.
Yes, that's it.
Perhaps another guard.
Yeah, because we're going to have to speak to him.
Is he going to be there? Yes.
So, what did you discover about the upstanding David Surly?
David Surly is not spying on you.
Well then, I suppose I must believe you. At least now I can be sure. Here, this is your last
Play the sound
task.
of him scribbling on the paper. That's funny.
Attention to detail, Tom.
Yeah, but I mean, he was bolt still as a pencil, so it's kind of comical.
It's like Boone's beret, isn't it?
Boone's beret. Oh man, what if they make a remastered Vegas? I do wonder if that's coming.
No, that would be amazing. I mean, we're getting the show. I think that's going to be just about as amazing as we can get for that.
Here's the gold, as
You're just staring at
promised.
that.
I always pay my debts, and then some. Do the last task in that note, and I will pay you much, much more.
I do wonder how much he gives you if you follow out his quest.
Is it worth it though? I think it's a devious quest. You're just carrying a bone.
Tom, you never know when you're going to need a bone.
True.
Tutius Sextius must... For fuck's sake, Tom.
Tutius Sextius.
Tutius Sextius must be killed.
Must be killed. I think it should be a rule that you should read every note in a voice of your character. What is Mullock's voice?
Well, it's quite a posh voice. He's like an imperial trooper.
Oh, that's right. He's an imperialist. Maybe he has the guard voice.
I can't do. Imagine if I just somehow got the voice actor to dub over.
Perfect.
Tutius Sextius must be killed. There's no choice.
Oh my god. With respect, are you going to stay on this note page forever?
No, I was trying to fucking read it, Tom. You,
Just like
you,
respectfully, I have the rest of my life that I would like to, live out.
you can't turn around to me and say, I think you should read this in your character's voice. I tried to read two words, and you're like, fucking leave. So we're gonna find a guard. I don't think
snitch on him.
this guy will do.
Greetings, Imperial Bro. Can I help you?
Yeah, let's drop him in.
You have something you want to tell me about that nutcase?
He is fucking mental. He needs to be arrested.
Why? What's he done? Damn. He's finally gone completely bonkers. Thanks for the tip. Now stand aside and let the guard do their work.
The worst part is he wrote that note in shit.
See what happens. This guard and his fruity run. There's just no talking. It's just...
He's actually doing well.
Oh.
Right. I don't know if he's got a
I think I told
house.
you before that those wood elves, the male wood elf, I think, are my favourite voice actors. I think it's so funny. That's the adoring fan voice actor.
Yeah,
They're really
no,
funny.
of course. Yeah, we need to find him eventually. Just put him in the ditch. It's a nice dignifying entry.
Have some respect. Have some respect for Glather.
So, do you reckon we should jump straight into the quests? Or...
Yeah.
I feel like I need to spruce myself up a little bit.
We could get that player home. I showed you that castle. We could get you that because you'll get some good gear to fight in Oblivion. Because right now you're wearing the straight out of prison fit, which everyone has at the start of Oblivion. But you could, we could level you up a bit. Or you could get the castle, get some new gear, level up, and then go to Oblivion.
Yeah.
If you go up, what city is up here? Coral. Yeah, it's the greyed out castle to the left of Coral.
Carl!
Oh, Carl. Yeah, you've got to run up the hill. You might want to put a little marker ski on the map. And then you have a base, you have a bed, you can level up.
Nice.
Level up Moloch.
Moloch. Right, okay. What, Battlehorn Castle?
Yeah, Battlehorn.
Pin marker.
Who is that random person on the
Hello.
horse?
Hello. She's a black
Hello.
horse.
Sorry, no time to talk. I have to deliver these copies of the Black Horse Courier. Here, have one of the latest editions. Free as always.
Well, she's
So
very
aggressive.
aggressive, isn't she?
Come back, I love you. Bye.
Battlehorn Castle. This is quite mighty.
Yeah, that's my home in the game.
Nice.
Very cool. You can get some staff to attend the party.
Definitely.
I think you'll like it.
Bastard.
Nice.
Are you a marauder?
Work. Work on a Marauder after.
Oh, I didn't know if that was one of the guards. I was like, should I attack you?
She didn't want to make eye contact with you. She knew you would kill her.
Mistake you'll ever make.
Run away!
Run away!
And that should be some nice steel armor.
The gate's closed. This wasn't the case last time, or was it? Shield. Steal this man's clothes.
Still an enemy around somewhere.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Oh god, it slows you right down. I forget about this.
Out of interest, because you're an Elder Scrolls Online player, or you were. How similar is the gameplay to Elder Scrolls Online? Because it looks very similar to me. The point where I was like, oh, they've used animations from Elder Scrolls Online, but I'm not an ESO player, so how similar do you think it is?
See, I think this is actually an improvement. Unless you're using, like, the special attacks, and then it's more varied.
Yeah.
But I think this actually has more moves. Because I think that probably you rotate between 2 or 3 slashes.
This is indeed a dark day for all of us left. But I thank you
But you
for
don't
risking
mind the
your own
combat in
life
this. You
to
don't
help
think
us.
it's
Here, take
a
this.
bit janky?
It'll tell you all you need to know. As
Not-
the newest master
not
of the
too
castle,
much.
I bid you welcome.
Again,
No, I've heard people complain about it, even though it's an old game, mastered. But to me, it like Skyrim, it's the same as Skyrim. To me, it's a bit jank, but plays well.
I think people are asking for too much. I mean, it's a 19-year-old game, and that's not gonna change unless they completely remade the game.
Yeah.
It's gonna have those. It's gonna have those quirks, and I feel it wouldn't if they completely changed that. It wouldn't feel like Oblivion. Do you know? It would be a new game set in this world.
We'll go to the home of the smithy there and go and sleep in his bed,
Nice.
so you can level up. And bear in mind, every time you come back to this castle, that's the quickest bed for you to access if you need to quickly level up.
So I've got this massive castle now, and I have to sleep
gonna-
in this piss-stained fucking bed.
in his shack. I've had many nights where I've had to come and wake him up because I want his bed.
I mean, that's such like a Minecraft-esque thing to do. I feel like I should level up my strength.
Yeah. You look like someone who would level up their strength.
I'm trying to think personality. Would be a Prince
Right,
Charming.
now let's go. Let's go into the depths of Oblivion, level 2. I think you're supposed to do it earlier,
Nice.
around this level. I think. Anyway, I think that if you over level before Battle of Vach or whatever it is, the amount of Daedra is overwhelming. I've seen some videos.
Oh, really?
So I think it's better to do it sooner. Yeah.
I feel like this is
Especially
just
if you're playing on normal.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like this is just an image here. You know you're playing like
This
any
is a
sort of Elder
grand
Scrolls.
day. Greetings.
Do you fucking mind, mate? Like, you could just tell it's an Oblivion or like an Elder Scrolls game, just like a pile of corpses and they're like naked people just about.
Any other game, you'd be like, why is there one person in a nappy just laying down? But
Exactly.
in this, you know that they've been lucid.
You don't question it. Find the heir. We shall seek Martin.
Must be a crappy existence knowing you're an enemy of the hero in a Bethesda game, because you know when you're killed, you're just going to have your costume removed. Just,
Yeah,
take
just
it
so
off.
so undignified.
No dignity. Yeah. Ah, you're going to kill me and take my cool clothes? Fair enough.
Someone just comes to you in a sword, just looks you up and down. You're like, oh,
Come
shit.
on! Run while there's still time! The
Run while
guard
you
still
can.
holds the road, but it's only a matter of time before they're overwhelmed. God's blood. You don't know, do you? Daedra overran Kvatch last night. There were glowing portals outside the walls, gates to Oblivion itself.
Oh dear.
There was a huge creature, something out of a nightmare, came right over the walls, blasting fire that swarmed around it, killing. Go and see for yourself. Kvatch is a
Everyone's Dagon.
smoking ruin. We're all that's left. Do you understand me?
I do always remember
Everyone
the
else
final
is
battle
dead.
when it's Martin uses the amulet and turns into like a dragon or something, doesn't he? And fights.
Spoiler. Spoiler.
If you've not had a chance to play this in 19 years, then you
This is a
deserve
new
to have it
game.
spoiled.
Yeah.
It was Savli and Matthias. Some of the other
That's a valid
guards
opinion
helped
if
some
you
of us
haven't
escape.
played
They
Oblivion
cut their
for
way
long.
out,
Yeah,
right
exactly.
through the city gates. Savlian says they can hold the road. No, I don't believe him. Nothing
Everybody's
can stop
smoking.
them. If
Greg.
you'd seen it, you'd know. I'm getting out of here before it's too late. They'll be here any minute, I'm telling you. Run when you can.
Run while you can.
It's the smell.
There he goes.
Smoke and
I
fire.
have this
It's only
temptation
worse.
to get a bow out and just shoot him in the back.
I'm just lucky to be alive.
A bow on this difficulty, I think, does like it's like a flick of damage.
Yeah. Well, I've decided in this purely for like I can deal with a more basic game, just slashing with a sword or an axe. But I decided like I'm not gonna be using a bow in this game because it will just feel like shooting sticks at people.
Yeah. I think that's early on anyway. I've never had a like stealth archer with me. That's all I do in Skyrim. Obviously,
Yeah.
everyone does that in Skyrim. But in this, I've never done it. Because the magic is too good in Oblivion. It's so much fun. Destruction magic is so good.
Yeah, so it's like
Conjuration.
ESO is the same. I think for the most part, a bow is pretty crap.
Stand back, civilian.
Yeah.
This is no place for you. Get back to the encampment
There's
at
no
once.
place for you, scum.
I heard the other day that
lost
if
the
you
damn
approach
city.
someone with a
That's
weapon
what
drawn
happened.
in Oblivion, it lowers
too
their
much.
respect for you by
Too
10,
fast.
I think.
Oh,
We were
really?
overwhelmed.
If you put
Couldn't
shoot
even
the
get
weapon,
everyone
speak to them
out. There
again,
are
it's back
still
up.
people trapped in there.
Oh, that's really clever.
Some made it to the chapel,
Yeah.
but others were just run down in the streets. The Count and his men are still holed up in the castle. And now we can't even get back into the city to help them. With that damned Oblivion gate blocking the way. The only
do
thing
it.
we can do, we'll try to hold our ground.
Let's get in
That's
there.
what. If we can't hold this barricade, those beasts could march right down and overrun the encampment. I have to try and protect the few civilians that are left. It's all I can do now.
Help.
You want to help? You're kidding, right?
His eyes.
If you're serious, maybe I can put you to use. It'll likely mean your death, though. Are you sure?
I'm sure.
I don't know how to close this gate, but it must be possible, because the enemy closed the ones they opened during the initial attack. You can see the marks on the ground where they were, with the great gate right in the middle. I sent men into the gate to see if they could find a way to shut it. They haven't come back. If you can get in there, find out what happened to them. If they're alive, help them finish the job. If not, see what you can do on your own. The best I can say is good luck. If you make it back alive, we'll be waiting for you.
No, okay. Let's go.
Good luck.
Get this over with!
Okay. This is one of those things where this is so cool, this is like bursting into the gate of Oblivion, but it's just the limitations of the game. It's such a shame because it just doesn't. I mean, this looks so cool. It looks much better than it used to as well. It's not like it could look like the last fight in Lord of the Rings, where
Yeah, 100%.
the charge at the Black Gate. Like
Yeah,
that's all the enemies now. It was supposed to be like this fearsome horde, but I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's so cool, but it could be 10 times better.
Yeah, exactly. I think a game like this, you just need to admire the scenery more than anything. Because
I also think a lot of it is I don't know if you've heard the canon before, but like you come up with a story in your head. So you were standing here, you can picture in your head that it's like a fearsome battle. Like, I'm bursting into the gate of Oblivion, and it plays out like a movie in your head, but it's just you imagining it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. 100%. I mean, they do so well with the scenery, like, and then you just fight these little fucking goblins. Oh, there's one.
That's my experience with New Vegas. I think why I love New Vegas
Thank
so
the
much
Nine.
is
I never thought I'd see another
characters,
friendly
the
face.
all
The
all
others,
the world building was so
taken.
realistic that
they were taken to
so
the tower.
vivid that like I was so invested in every little bit of the world and all the lore, and I was like,
Captain
when I was
Matthias
not
sent
playing the
us in
game, I
to
was
try and
still
close the
thinking about
gate.
them, if you know what
We
I
were
mean. I was still
ambushed,
thinking about the
trapped,
characters and
and picked off.
decisions I had to
I
make and
managed
stuff
to
like
escape,
that.
but the others are
No,
strewn
definitely.
across the bridge.
I feel like
They took many
exactly
to the
like
big
you
tower.
go back to
You've
that
got
game,
to
like,
save him.
You've not played
I'm
it
getting
in a
out
couple
of here.
years. You're like, oh, such an amazing game. I'll jump in. And the first thing you see is like a gecko running at you, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
The captain is still holding the barricade.
golden
I
gecko.
figured I was the last one left alive. All right. I'll try to get out of here and let the captain know what's going on.
Oh, you could. So the captain says, "Okay, we've got men in there. We need your help. We're not going to send anyone in to help you get them, but off you go." We finally meet one of the guys, and he's like, "Oh, you saved me. All right, I'm going to fuck off. Leave this to you once again."
You can make him come with you, but I think there's no point in that. I think it would just die.
It's a...
Learn that the hard way.
Like this place is so awesome, and when, like you say, when you're taking on 1 or 2 enemies at a time, it takes away. Right? Yeah. You can imagine this like a siege would be great.
I think you find more Dremora later in the game, but the Dremora is so much cooler than the little scouts as well. It's kind of a pointless argument that I'm making, but it's just because I think it's so cool. It's held back by the limitations of the engine.
Yeah, I mean,
just an asteroid.
It goes to show though, like this was a game of its time though. Like compare this to like when someone told me this was 19 years old, it's like I couldn't believe it. Like obviously this is very much remastered, but even still the world was the same.
Yeah, I mean it was. I think it was like might have been early 360 like or 360 launch.
Gonna tap that fucking tree.
You could just take it, just strip its roots. Yeah, I think it was a 360 launch title, or it was around the launch.
Oh, okay.
If you think of early history of the games, like it's world they built. The amount of AI involved, the amount of different locations, it's vast.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing Oblivion, the one thing Oblivion has that make the game so good is, I mean, the fact that they're patient for one, but it's their dedicated team, I feel.
Yeah.
Where they spend years on it, where I think so many games now, they just churn one game out after another after another.
Yeah.
It's like,
I also have like a biased opinion for Bethesda games because, like, I love Starfield.
my first name.
I love Starfield as well. Bethesda games are so easy to make fun of because of the amount of glitches and everything, but I just couldn't care less about the little glitches that occur every now and again. I just load the game if I had a glitch. To me, they're the best games. I love the role-playing aspect. I always like the combat. I love that you can go between first and third person. I love when there's base building. The lore is always so good, and these like Fallout and Elder Scrolls, they're just such good universes. They're so interesting. I couldn't less about little, but like if I fall through the floor, who cares?
No, exactly. Because the thing, you're going to have bugs in any game, but some games, especially nowadays, at launch they're just buggy as hell anyway. And they're just awful, but I mean this you get a lot more.
Yeah.
You get a lot
I remember
more.
they said something, I think it was Todd that said it when Starfield came out. It might have been Starfield or whatever was before that. They said we want it to be, it was something like we want it to be a forever game that people can play forever. And that, I think all of their games are forever games. I think people return to Bethesda games more than any other. Maybe like GTA people return to as well, but like Pokemon or something. I think more than any other.
Yeah, oh no, 100%. Because bear in mind, apart from the DLC you might get in these games, a lot of these games you have seasons and paywalls. so they kind of give you reason to come back. So I've played GTA, I haven't played it in ages. I'm always too worried to go back to it because then I'll barely get it, you know.
Yeah.
But these games, they often give you the base game, give you 4 DLCs, and they go, there you go, that's it. We're not touching this game anymore. But like you say, you constantly come back to it. It's just.
I could load up. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say the world's like this. I don't think there is a more expansive game.
No. I could load up my original New Vegas save, I think on the PS3, which is like semi-corrupted. The file is so big that it's hard to play it now, but I would still have something to do. That's like years of gameplay in there, and everything's done.
Yeah.
I would still find something to do. Like there's probably people I haven't spoken to still. There's probably a weapon in some cave somewhere that I never picked up.
Yeah, totally. You've got all the options as well, and even if you do get to a point where you're like, I've got nowhere to go, start again, start a new build.
Yeah.
Like make new decisions.
Well, God, that's a whole thing for these games. The replayability, like different classes, different choices, different builds. You can have a completely different experience. Good and evil, completely change it up.
One thing I really want to see from a Fallout game, and I said this in Fallout 4. You had the Institution and the Brotherhood. You've got in New Vegas, you've got the NCR and the Legion. Even though the good guys, you often see their flaws, there really is an obvious good guy. Where I really want to see one of these games where you really have to stop and think about it. Just taking the sides.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Fallout does that well. I guess it's subjective because if you can look at a group like the Brotherhood of Steel, like I'm totally always on the Brotherhood side, ad Victoriam. But
In the cage! Over here!
God, that group and say, bloody jump scares, like Outlast, which we should play as well. We should play Outlast.
Oh yeah, that's definitely another one we're jumping into.
But yeah, I look at the Brotherhood and I see so much for that argument about why the Institute should be destroyed. Some people look at the Brotherhood and say, oh, you know, they're fascists and it's cruel and they shouldn't have access to all this technology. So for me, I think especially Vegas and Fallout 4, I think that Fallout 3, the Brotherhood were good. The Capital Wasteland Brotherhood chapter was, the Elder, I think, was different, and he was a force for good against the Enclave, and I think that's why the Brotherhood outcasts are in Fallout 3, because they're the traditionalists that think the regular Brotherhood party is a goody two-shoes and they've gone against the Codex. For me, New Vegas and 4, it's very morally grey. For me, there isn't this clear good and evil. So to your point, when you were saying, I think it does actually spur on that you have to stop actually, which is the lesson for evil. But did you go with the Brotherhood in Fallout 4?
Did I play? I always go for Brotherhood, yeah. I think, like, I mean, you've just got to. I mean, it does show a lot of their flaws, and they are a bit selfish and they hoard things. However, this is what I mean. I think the game's set up, even though each side you have a for and against. I don't know if I'm supposed to be down here.
No, I don't think you are. I think you ride that. I'm zoned out. I was thinking about Fallout.
In the cage.
Oh, there's someone shouting up there. Can we reach him?
I don't think it's that guy who's in a ball of flames.
Oh,
you
you
can go up. Okay.
There's a bloke in
In the cage.
cell.
Oh.
Aurora.
He's just waiting.
We need to get you some Daedric artifacts when you level up to it. We need to. Everyone knows to get ahead in Oblivion, you have to speak to some Daedric baddies and get their gear.
Yeah, I've played. See, it's been so many years since I've played this. I can't remember what I'm doing, so I might need your guidance.
Quickly, quickly! There's no time. You must get to the top of the large tower, the Sigil Keep, they call it. That's what keeps the Oblivion Gate
It kind of
open.
looks like an older version
Find
of your
the Sigil
character.
Stone, remove it, and the gate will close.
I mean, I'm
Hurry!
default character,
The Keeper
so
has the
that
key.
wouldn't
You must
surprise me.
get the key.
You love a default face, don't you?
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm over him. Chumbered now.
Different chumbered.
Let's just eat the Daedric hearts. I want to know why this guy's naked. Are we gonna see a Dremora somewhere wearing his clothes?
I mean, it's a good question. What's going on? What's going on here?
Get to the Sigil Keep.
I've never stopped
Take
to
the
think
key. Get to the
what's
Sigil
happening
Keep.
here.
And
It's
don't
just
worry
a
about
prisoner.
me. There is no time.
Okay, still.
I'm going to be a bit cruel and say I don't think he's a sex slave, but, you know, that Dremora could have had interesting preferences.
I mean, this is obviously a metaphor for hell, so there's no reason to believe that Daedra isn't fucking him royally up the ass.
Is that your vision of hell?
Yeah,
Is that what you
exactly.
think happens?
See
I
now,
was like, where are you going with this?
I mean, isn't it supposed to be the place of pure agony
but-
and turmoil?
But what if people enjoy that? What hell do they go to?
Yeah,
Where's hell and
this
heaven
is very true. Okay, this isn't the way.
No, I think it was a door up there. Oh, anyway. I think there was a door somewhere up there.
Yes.
This is where it gets confusing as well when you're going through all the side doors and crap.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
towers. Don't know where the marker is.
I realised as well, last time we played this, we actually played for an hour. We basically did sweet fuck all, where we've played 40 minutes now. We've done so
We've
much
done
more.
so much. Yeah. Just to make people aware, we tried our first Oblivion playthrough where I was watching you play, and it corrupted and we lost everything. So it was the best video ever, and we lost everything. No, I mean it was just us shooting the shit. I think I led you to. I told you, hey, you should go and do this thing here, and it was not there about 3 times. So I'm glad that's deleted.
It was just a lot of trial and error.
I think I also sung the Cliff Racers song, and if there's any Oblivion fans who ever watch this, you know what I'm talking about with the Cliff Racers song. Alan doesn't know the Cliff Racers song. Cliff Racers
Anything-
fly.
Anything Tom sings sounds like a dying cat anyway, so... Right. I reckon it's going to be down here, so I'm going to just fall. Normally...
It's painful, the running speed as well.
Yeah, I know. But like I said in my last
Okay.
video, I'm just so glad you can sprint. On this. I remember when you couldn't. It was painful. That's one thing I always struggle with on New Vegas as well.
I was just thinking that, yeah, your only option is to put the radio on and just go in autopilot mode, just run in a straight line and just wait until you're there.
Okay, so I think
I did hear
we're
someone
in the right direction.
arguing for that though once, and they said the fact that you had to run everywhere at like a more realistic pace. It was, you could be more contemplative, and you could like think when you were on the way. You could think about choices that you have to make, and I think that's like reaching, and it's maybe giving it too much leeway. But I mean, it's true.
Yeah, no, definitely. But then again, I think
way.
sometimes a sprint option is just more for to help the player's patience more than anything. That's this.
Can you make a Dremora sound? Let's hear your best Dremora sound.
I think not attempted.
Ooh.
Take it. I'm always a hoarder, so let's. No, I can't do it. Nope.
Firebolt him off the edge.
So I feel like this is going to be near the end, because you've got to get to the top of this beam, don't you? And that's when you
get the
activate the yeah, I do think maybe we should make Outlast our next game.
I would love that.
I think that would be hilarious. I've always played like the first mission. I've never properly got into it.
The Outlast 1?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Oh, I'd love to watch your reaction to it then. I've played the first one many times. It's one of my favourite games. But Outlast 2, it'll be fresh to us both because it was a bit too much for me to play. I didn't want to play it. It was a bit freaky.
Oh, really?
I mean, but I really want to play it. I just never got around to it. And then I really want to play the multiplayer, the third one.
Yeah, exactly.
With you.
That's why I think it'd be great just for sheer content, just to play the Outlast games, just the two of us. Then we can kind of progress through the games. And we can finally get to the multiplayer one. That would be amazing.
Yeah, and we'll be we'll know the whole story. It'll be fresh on our mind.
I think
I really wanted to play Outlast 2. I watched some videos of it, like early gameplay, and I was like, there's no way I'm putting myself through this again. Do you like horror games though? I rarely play them. I enjoy them a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not too embarrassed to say, but I won't watch or play a horror game by myself. Not only because I'm a fucking pussy, but the fact that I say this after just playing the Alien VR game. But I feel like you watching a horror movie and having the jumps. I think it's fun jumping and being scared of something when you're with other people.
Yeah.
Where I think to just sit and watch it by yourself, it's almost like quite gothic. Like I feel like it's an experience more.
It's an experience. You're scaring yourself on purpose. I think it's funny. Like I'll know when we're playing the first one, the points where you're going to jump out of your skin, and I'll be so looking forward to it.
Yeah. No, that'll be good fun.
You've closed the first gate. Hero of Kvatch.
Awesome.
Actually, you've still got to fight in Kvatch. You're not the hero yet. Just broken the siege. We've got a for Frodo in that city. For Frodo.
I
think you speak to them first, actually.
See, this is one thing I forget about these games.
Hey, go speak to them, go speak to them, go speak to them.
I used to love doing that, but I don't remember getting lost as much as I just did.
Yeah. I think that is the confusing one, though, if I recall. I think maybe that first one.
Yes. Well, you pussies. I've done it all by myself.
I'm just lucky to be alive.
You closed the gate.
That's hardly necessary.
I knew you could do it. This is our chance to launch a counterattack. I need you to come with us. You've got far more combat experience than these men. Are you able to join us now? I can wait, but not for long. We've got to move quickly before they have a chance to barricade the city gate.
I'm ready.
For Kvatch!
For Kvatch! Right guys, that's everything for today. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, as me and Tom are going to be delving back into Oblivion with the next episode where we're going to be saving Kvatch. Tom also has a channel. If you like YouTube poops, be sure to go and check out his page. I'm going to link his channel into the description below. I'll see you later.